How inflation impacts your debt strategy. Imagine this. You wake up one morning, check your bank statement, and realize that the money you worked so hard to save is now worth less. Your purchasing power is shrinking, and the cost of everything, from groceries to gas, is climbing. But here's the twist. If you have debt, inflation could be your secret weapon or your biggest enemy. So how do you make sure inflation works for you and not against you? That's exactly what we're breaking down today. Stick with me, because understanding this could mean the difference between drowning in debt or using it to your advantage. Point 1, the inflation-debt connection. Let's be real. Inflation is like that one guest at a party who eats all the snacks, leaves a mess, and somehow never leaves. Prices go up. Your paycheck? Not so much. And if you have debt, the situation can feel even worse. But here's what most people don't realize. Inflation actually reduces the real value of your debt over time. That's right. The $10,000 you owe today won't feel like $10,000 in 10 years because inflation erodes its real value. Sounds great, right? Well, not so fast. If your debt has high interest rates, inflation can't save you. Instead, it traps you in a cycle where your debt grows faster than your ability to pay it off. So how do you play this game wisely? Let's dive in. Point 2, the best debt to have during inflation. Not all debt is created equal. Some debt becomes easier to pay off during inflation, while others become an absolute nightmare. Good debt, think fixed-rate loans, like a mortgage or a low-interest student loan. Why? Because your payments stay the same while the value of money decreases over time. Essentially, you're paying back that loan with cheaper dollars in the future. Bad debt, credit cards, variable rate loans, and payday loans. These often have high adjustable interest rates, meaning that as inflation rises, your payments can skyrocket. Here's a quick check. Do you have more good debt or bad debt? Drop a comment below with your biggest financial struggle, because knowing where you stand is step 1. Point 3, how to shield yourself from inflation. Driven debt traps. Inflation is sneaky. It creeps up, and before you know it, you're paying more on your debt without realizing it. Here's how to protect yourself. Lock in fixed rates. If you have any variable rate loans, refinance them into fixed rates while interest rates are still reasonable. Pay off high interest debt ASAP. Credit card interest rates are rising, and inflation won't help you here. Build an emergency fund, because the cost of everything, including debt payments, could keep increasing. Think about this. If your rent goes up, your groceries cost more, and your loan payments rise, will you still have enough breathing room? Let's make sure you do. Point 4, using inflation to your advantage. Here's a bold strategy. If you have fixed rate, low interest debt, inflation can actually help you build wealth. How? By investing in assets that grow with inflation. Think stocks, real estate, and inflation-protected bonds. Tips. A quick scenario. Let's say you have a $200,000 mortgage at a fixed 3% interest rate. If inflation is at 5%, your loan is effectively shrinking in real value every year. Meanwhile, if you invest in assets that grow with inflation, your wealth can increase while your debt becomes less significant. The key, be strategic. Know which debt to pay off fast and which debt can actually work in your favor. Point 5, the action plan. What you need to do right now. All right, let's get tactical. Here's your inflation-proof debt strategy in 3 steps. Refinance bad debt. Call your lender, check your rates, and lock in a lower fixed rate where possible. Pay off credit card debt aggressively. If you're carrying balances on high-interest cards, make paying them off your top priority. Invest in assets that outpace inflation. Put your money into things that grow. Stocks, index funds, real estate, so inflation doesn't rob you blind. Imagine your life a year from now. Will you still be buried under debt that's getting harder to manage? Or will you be financially positioned to thrive no matter what the economy does? The choice is yours. Inflation isn't stopping anytime soon. Your debt strategy needs to evolve right now. So here's what to do next. Subscribe to this channel for more expert financial tips. Drop a comment with your biggest money question. I personally check the comments and might cover your topic next. And remember, don't just survive inflation. Use it to build your wealth and take control of your financial future. Let's make smart moves today so you can live wealthier tomorrow. See you in the next video.